guys, it's me, Lucy Spills. In my part 2, I will be delving into how Maggie Poos to me from a republic, nearly said royalist then, republic to a royalist. So let's go.
Everything I talk about in my videos is my opinion only, so sit back, relax, grab yourself a cuppa or a drink of your choice and enjoy.
So firstly, can I apologise for the face palm of grossness of how I look at the minute? It's just every Wednesday and Friday I care for my wonderful mother who is sadly stricken with Alzheimer's, and it's been one of those, let's say, taxing days. And yeah, so my dad's back now, so I'm able to film, so yay. So learning about the royal family, I learned about someone who I knew hardly anything about, and that was our Princess Royal, Princess Anne. At 75 years of age, what a bloody woman, let me tell you. I also have massive respect for her for not have refusing, speech impediment, refusing to have security. Once she held at gunpoint at some, like in the past at some point, I'm sure she was held at gunpoint. Fact check me, people, but I'm sure she was. And yeah, outside of royal duties, refuses to have security, even at 75 years of age, refuses it. Not like someone else I know, but I'll go further with that, of course. Princess Anne is also involved in over 300 charities. Wow, that is so impressive. And just to name a few is Save the Children, Riding for the Disabled Association, and Carers Trust. They are amazing charities. And again, just to name a few. And she also, at 75 years of age, she refuses to let anyone carry her bags as well. Again, not like someone else I know, but I will go further with that. And the Princess Royals, the Princesses Royals role. Sorry, I'm so sorry about my speech impediment, especially with days like this. It can get really bad, so please bear with. I do apologise, but their role is to support the monarch with to carry out more official royal duties. Did that make sense? I hope it did anyway. Why didn't I know this about Princess Anne? Oh, because she doesn't scream and shout about it. She doesn't take a spade of paps with her everywhere she goes. She doesn't, I just didn't know any of this stuff about her at all. And another thing I have huge respect for her for is not titling her children. Again, someone else that I'm thinking of here now. Who could that be? But she didn't title her children Sarah Tyndall and Peter Phillips, sorry. She didn't title her kids. And on that note, I just have to say I love Mike and Zara Tyndall, and like the camaraderie they have in their marriage. They seem to have in their marriage. They seem to have a right good laugh, so I love them too so much. And before learning about the royal family, knew nothing about them. Plus, didn't Mike Tyndall call an effing wanker? Sorry. And can we have a round of applause, please, for the seating planner at the coronation? Yeah, it was at the coronation. It was no coincidence that Princess Anne was sat in front of that with, a big hat on. That was no coincidence. So we didn't have to see his miserable, bloody mug. Why was he there with it? Just walking in with his miserable face. I just felt secondhand, like toe curlingly awkward for him. I really did. Sorry for the change of setup, guys. Charger called. Sorry. Anyway, moving on now to someone the polar opposite of Princess Anne, which is who? The Duchess of Deplorable, of course. And I left it at, I think I left it, oh yeah, I left it at faking some shit in order to further manipulate our wonderful late Queen Elizabeth II, which is, again, like I said, Duchess Deplorable. Absolute, that is absolutely deplorable what she did. I mean, some people just have like nosy neighbours or something like that. Maggie Poos needs a full cinematic incident, but we got our sequel because the police found F all when they went into that house 3 times after she claimed she'd been burgled to further manipulate our late Queen. Again, Duchess Deplorable. Oh, how did I miss this out of my part one? The Sandringham Summit. So, obviously has had to be there, but Meggie Poos thought she had a right to be there on Zoom. Really? She thought they could trust her after staff had seen her taking pictures around royal residences and stuff like that. Really? They were going to have her there, they were going to trust her. No, she wanted to be there like a fart in a lift. Request denied. So she tries to take on our late great Queen Elizabeth II. I don't think so. Just because she didn't get everything she wanted, them HRH titles, the security, anything. A narc wants anything that makes them look good. And so there would have been a 2-year-old meltdown with a mortgage over in California when she found that out, I'm telling you. Because a narc doesn't like anything being taken away from them at all. And this is why she fired back to the Queen. You don't own the word royal. I think you find she did, my love. So now they've escaped for their lives and moved to LA, well, close to LA anyway. And I want to touch on something from the Oprah interview, amongst many other things I want to touch on, but just this one thing. Now, she said she came in pregnant, and I will go further in that. She came into was it an interview? It was a tell-all, really. She came into the tell-all pregnant and expressed that she'd had a miscarriage. Now, nobody would ever speculate about miscarriage, would they? But we've had, I think, 3 different versions of this. So the first one being she was holding a baby. Archie being, I don't use their titles because she said she was never going to title them, so why would I use their titles? So anyway, she said she was holding baby Archie and singing him a lullaby, and then felt a pain in her tummy, fell to the floor, and said, I was singing my baby a lullaby and knew was losing my baby. That sounds like it came from that sounds like it came from something like Tumblr, doesn't it? And the next one we got was her friend that was on Keeping Up with the Sussexes said that she came in and Meggie Poos was holding baby Archie and then fell to the ground and was in pain and was losing her baby. And then the third one. This is the most ridiculous one I've ever heard. So apparently they were allowed to take the fetus, and remember she was under 12 weeks. They were allowed to take the fetus away from the hospital and bury it under a tree somewhere, and took it out in a little package apparently. I can tell you now, as an ex-theatre nurse, that categoric, you know what I mean, did not happen. You can barely see them under 12 weeks. You're not allowed to take them. You can't even do like a a post-mortem on them or anything. You can't take, even in your second trimester, it depends how far you are until you can take the baby away for a funeral. So he comes up with this elaborate, that again, that sounds like something from Tumblr, that they took this baby tiny package away and buried it under a tree. And I mean, it would have been very heartfelt if it wasn't such bullshit. You know what I mean? Very clever, Megs, of manipulating the public, because no one would speculate about a miscarriage, would they? And having been through one myself and hearing them three different versions, I don't believe it was real at all. But we are going to have to go now. So I'm going to take this to a part two tomorrow. I promise I will do it tomorrow, because this has been a really short one. But I will do it tomorrow because we do have to shoot off. And yeah, so yeah, but she had to do this whole miscarriage thing because she had to renew her victim card, didn't she, or something like that. I don't know why she did it. Who knows half the stuff she does. But I'm so sorry, guys. We've got to go. Much love.